KUSI News at 6:30.
Good evening and welcome to the KUSI News at 6:30. I'm Alan Devin.
I'm Sandra Moss. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Well, San Diego and Chula Vista are tied for #1 cities among the nationwide cities in America for volunteering per capita hours, and that's according to a study published by Wallet Hub.
It's just one of the accolades about how generous people in San Diego County are. Here to tell us more about that and how you can continue your generosity is from the San Diego Foundation, Robin Sharp. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
So let's talk about this study that was released talking about philanthropy, charity, volunteering. We rated pretty well.
We did a great job, and certainly any of us that live here in San Diego know that San Diego is a wonderful place to live, and the characteristics ascribed to us are absolutely true, that we are a very caring, very generous city, and we see that every day at the San Diego Foundation.
And for people who may not be familiar with the San Diego Foundation, what do you do there? What's it all about?
The San Diego Foundation is the regional community foundation serving the area, and what we do is we work with individuals, families, companies, and nonprofit agencies to establish and manage charitable funds that then give back to the region.
Give us some examples about how you contribute the money and what it does in the community.
Absolutely. So many of our funds are donor-advised funds, and what that means is that donors set up these funds, typically in their name, and then they choose what nonprofits to give their grants to. And so we manage those funds, we invest them over time to grow them for maximum grant-making potential, and we also serve as philanthropic advisors to help donors decide what nonprofits to give to.
How does 2017 compare with previous years?
Well, with the stock market being so hot right now, it's been a very generous season, and we're seeing that every day at the San Diego Foundation, that people are giving primarily stock gifts in addition to their cash gifts. So
the programs that you donate to help out, they help in all kinds of ways. Give us a laundry list of some of the programs.
Great, absolutely. So donors at the San Diego Foundation can give to any 501c3 public charity. So it's really up to them to determine what their philanthropic impact can be, and that can be anything from helping first-generation students go to college, to helping our older adults in the community, to helping art programs for kids. It's really anything under the sun.
So aside from this year, have you seen the donations continue to grow each year, or what are you seeing from the public?
Last year we had our donors give about $51 million.
Wow, that's
and
great.
So it's absolutely wonderful. It's due to the generosity of our citizens and our donors that work with us.
Let's talk about some families in need recently because of the devastating fires in California. Here at home, the Lilac Fire left dozens of people homeless, and you are here to step in to help in that regard as well.
That's a great example, actually, of how San Diegans are so generous, and we've responded in 03 and 07 and now again in 17 to a disaster here in our community because we hear from our community members that they want to help other people in need. And so we have a San Diego Regional Disaster Fund, and through that we enable people to give to the fund, and we then redistribute those dollars to nonprofit organizations that are working with survivors.
How do you determine which organization or foundation you give to?
It's a great question. So we primarily focus on case management and insurance advocacy, and what that means is case management is this hand-in-hand, step-by-step process that a survivor would go through to evaluate the situation they're in, what resources they have, and what they need to go forward. And so we're supporting that process. And insurance advocacy is a part of that process where insurance advocacy representatives can work with survivors to help them get the most out of their policies. So those two are the best levers that we found from our experience in 07 and 03 to help people recover most fully, because it is so devastating to lose your home, everything that you have in it, and it can be really hard to find your way. So that's our primary focus, is case management and insurance advocacy.
Now, it's great to give while you're alive, but a lot of people choose estate giving, and that's kind of your specialty.
Absolutely.
Explain how that works.
Thank you. Great question. So many people give very generously during their lifetimes, and people also like to give through their estates. So everybody knows you can't take it with you. So in the estate planning process, we work with these generous individuals to help them enable a gift to charity, and that is my primary role. So if anyone out there is looking to give through their estates, I would be very happy to help them.
So if you want to give after you're gone, say that you love the Humane Society, or or say you want to help sick children, you can specify how that money goes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you can choose specific organizations, or you could choose general causes. And that's really where the value of the San Diego Foundation comes in. Let's say a donor wants to support animal welfare causes but doesn't know specific charities. Our staff is very familiar with the nonprofit community. We've been here for 42 years. We can help give that philanthropic advising, and we can choose those grantees over time for those donors who give through their estates.
All right, great. Thank you. Robin Sharp with the Giving Director from San Diego Foundation. Thank you for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Nice to know that San Diegans are so giving.
Yes, wow.
And Chula Vistans, too.